Hey guys, I wanted to talk about something that happened to me on the evening of January 7th. It happened about 5:20, maybe about 5:15 p.m. I was at a Whole Foods market in Portland, Oregon. The address is 1210 Northwest Cooch Street. It's spelled like couch, but they pronounce it Cooch. I go over to that Whole Foods quite a bit. I'll go over there several times a day sometimes, and I'll eat lunch or dinner or a snack or something. And whenever I go in there, I go to the register to pay for my stuff. I catch a glimpse of the associate's name. And I never say anything to them, and I don't ask them their name or anything. I look, they usually have a tag available. And then I'll go to the corporate website, and I send in a kudos. I guess that's something good for them. But I do it every day. If I go through the register twice a day, I'll do it twice a day. And I've been doing that for a while. And it seemed like one of the women there, I got the impression that she knew it was me. I'm not sure how she knew. So a woman named Erin, she's a cashier at the Whole Foods. She's a really nice person. I don't talk to her really, just sort of hi, this and that. Yeah, I got the impression that she knew that it was me. I don't know how she knew that, because I don't talk to anybody really. I mean, just basic stuff going through the register. Nothing, no deep conversations about anything. Well, going back to the evening of the 7th, I went into the store. I was going to go get something to eat for dinner, and there was this woman working for a company called GT's Kombucha. That's the letter G, the letter T, apostrophe S, kombucha, which is a fermented tea, if you've never tried it. There's a lot of companies in Oregon that make kombucha. So she asked me if I'd like to try a sample, and I said sure. I had been talking to a rep about a week, maybe 2 weeks earlier, that worked for the company. I don't remember what her name is. I didn't ask her. We chatted quite a bit, and then never heard back from her. I had contacted the company, asked them if they could forward some information to her. I think the company's headquartered in Beverly Hills. Anyways, back to the 7th, evening of the 7th. This woman is asking me questions and asking me about myself, and I'm talking, and then she says she has to go to the bathroom. And I say, okay, you want me to wait for you? She says, yeah, wait here. And I say, okay, do you know where the bathroom is? And I point to the direction where the bathroom is. And like maybe 2 minutes later, a woman comes over. She's a Whole Foods associate. Her name is, I asked her her name. She said her name is Stacy. She asked me my name, and I told her I didn't want to tell her. But I said that after she gave her recital. She wanted to know what I was doing in the store. She wanted to know how long I planned on being there and if I planned on buying anything. And I explained to her that I come into the store like every day, and I send communications. I send emails to the corporate office every day. I give kudos to the employees, and sometimes I email Jeff Bezos, and Amazon bought Whole Foods. Jeff is the chairman and CEO of Amazon.com. And so this woman is like really irritated, and then this woman Stacy, and then she goes and gets this security guard, and I got the impression when I saw him that he had used steroids or was using steroids, anabolic steroids. That was my first impression. He tells me I need to leave the store. I say okay, fine. I'm looking around at the other employees. I can't believe this is happening to me. And no one seemed to be looking over, although I'm sure some people saw what was happening. I turn around and I ask this guy what's his name, or he said, Stephen. I said, who do you work for? He said, Portland Patrol. And I said, you told me to leave, but you didn't tell me how long I should stay away for. How long am I supposed to stay away? He said, you're banned for 24 hours. If you come back, you'll be considered trespassing. So I said, okay, and I left the store. I went outside and I looked in the window and I watched the kombucha representative, the woman that worked for GT's. I watched this woman, Stacy, who was an associate for Whole Foods, and then this security guard, Stephen, who works for Portland Patrol. All of them were standing together over at the kombucha stand, and they were laughing and smiling and joking, and this went on for like 20 minutes. They were so happy. And so I sent 2 email messages to the Whole Foods corporate office, 2 emails to Jeff Bezos' office, 1 phone call to GT's office, 1 email to GT's office, and then I called the office of Portland Patrol. I spoke with the woman who transferred me over to the supervisor, and the supervisor was extremely rude. The man started yelling and cursing at me, demanding to know what my credentials were, how I could go and say that his employee was using steroids. The guy was flipping out on the phone, and then he hung up. So I then went and reported Portland Patrol to the Oregon Department of Justice, the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C., and then I left a voicemail message for the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, and told them that I think people at Portland Patrol are using steroids. Well, I still haven't heard back from Whole Foods. I sent them an email the other day, and I told them it's really unfortunate that such horrible people like the kombucha representative at GT's, Stacy, the Whole Foods associate, and Stephen, the security guard with Portland Patrol. It's unfortunate that such horrible people could make life miserable for people. I told them I really enjoyed going into Whole Foods when I would go, and I miss seeing some of the employees there. There was Erin and Holly and Emma and Savannah, some of the cashiers there, their names I can remember. There's others, I would recognize them if I saw them, but I just don't remember their names. So I haven't been back to the store, and I miss being there. And that woman with GT's colluded with the woman Stacy at Whole Foods and just ruined it for me and a bunch of the associates at Whole Foods, because now I can't send the kudos in to the corporate office because I don't feel comfortable going back to that store until they give me an okay, unless the corporate office tells me, yes, it's okay, you can come back and eat here again, go shopping again. I'm not going to do it until I hear from them. And it's been, I think today's the 13th, so it's been almost a week. So I will never buy that GT's kombucha shit ever again. It tastes like piss. Horrible kombucha. I'll never buy it. I had called the office and because I hadn't heard back from the customer service rep, and when I got her on the phone, I told her I left a voice message and sent an email. She says that she was in charge of all of that, and she didn't see any email from me, and she didn't receive a voicemail message. So I don't know what happened, and I tried to explain to her what occurred, and she immediately started trying to I don't know. She was disregarding what I was saying and saying that it wasn't her representative's fault. It was absolutely her representative's fault. She told me to wait for her. She told me she was going to go to the bathroom after encouraging me to talk to her, and then she goes and contacts another woman, and Stacy, and makes it sound like I don't know what she said to her, but I was asked to leave the store. Just really horrible people. I wish Whole Foods would do something about them. I don't know, stop carrying GTs in your store. Maybe fire Stacy, and maybe GTs, you might want to fire that rep that did that to me, because she's probably going to do it to other people as well.